All right, thank you for listening to the ESPC podcast. We got to deviate a little bit today. And what we have is faith, family, football, mental strength. We've had John Bronson, who played for Joe Paterno, played at Penn State, played with Matt Leinart, Kurt Warner. Then we had Max Brown, which is an analogous, right? Because this is about life and it's about having mental strength, not giving up, right? And succeeding in life. We had Max Brown, Gatorade #1 player coming out of high school, and he shared with us his story. He's now a commentator for college football. He's on the Pac-12 network. Great podcast. I'm going to put this podcast right next to the other one so you can see the different stories and different ways to succeed. Now, this story, I think we're going to make it into a movie because it's still more to go. But man, the chances of this, you have a better chance winning the lottery than being able to pull off what this guy did. And it's a family of faith. They're good people. And they're not only good people, not only successful, they're willing to share with us. So tonight we have the starting quarterback for your Oregon State Beavers, Pac-12 Player of the Week. I'm kind of torn. Selfishly, I don't want him to win the Heisman. I want him to be the #1 pick in the NFL draft, right? So people don't get too jealous of him because he already has a lot of people jealous. Thank you for joining us, Chance Nolan.
Yeah. Appreciate you for having me on, man.
And then the starting receiver, probably safety for your Las Vegas Knights, the owner of the Golden Knights, billionaire, right? Another faith family football guy who's persevering. He's on our NFL podcast, and we're doing very well, is Chad Nolan.
Yep. Happy to be here, man. It's going to be an awesome one.
Yes. So let's start the story. Chance, you're getting recruited out of high school, a senior. What high school did you go to, and what schools were recruiting?
Okay, so I went to Paloma Valley High School in Menifee, California. And I was kind of a small recruit. I didn't really get a lot of love out of high school. So right. I did have a lot of schools come and see me throw in person. I had like San Jose State, Utah State, Hawaii, Fresno State, about almost the whole Mountain West, Boise State, Nevada. Yeah. It came out. And then I had my few offers I did receive were so after I threw, they didn't offer me none of those schools offered me. I got offers from University of Massachusetts, and I got offered from Middle Tennessee State University.
Okay.
Yep.
Was it Coach Ripple who recruited you from UMass?
Yeah, it was. Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah, actually, that would have been okay. He's a great quarterback coach.
Yeah,
a lot of NFL experience. That's huge. A guy like that, who's currently, I got to see where he's at, but I think he's currently assistant coach in the NFL. Sees what I've been seeing is you got great height, you got just a great presence to you, you got a quick release, you're 6'2", man, you got a rocket arm, and you're extremely accurate. Your brother knows me. I don't say things just to say things.
Yeah,
so you got a guy like Coach Ripple recruiting you, man.
He's a great guy. Heck yeah.
All right. Yeah. So was it Coach Franklin who got you over there in Murfreesboro?
Yeah. Yes, sir. It was Coach Franklin who got me out there. I mean, really, it was my first Division I FBS offer, and so I mean, I think gravitated towards that as well.
Right.
And we actually had a family friend that was living out there too, so I think that's kind of what kind of put me in that direction.
Right.
And I went out there. That was the only official visit I actually took out of high school. Went out there. I liked it. I liked the area. I thought, it'd be a cool place. It was a big stadium. I liked it. Went out there.
Nice campus out there.
Yeah, nice campus. Coach Stockstill, Coach Franklin. They're great. They're great people. They showed me a great time around campus. But yeah, that was really the only place that I got at a high school that I really wanted to go to. And so I got offered, I think, 2 weeks before signing day by Boise State. Zach Wilson. Yeah, Zach Wilson decommitted from there and actually went to BYU. Man. So they called me. Yeah, I was the next guy up on their list. So they called me up I think we were coming back from Riverside at a basketball tournament. Got the call and they're like, yeah, we'll get you on the plane. You'll fly you out for the visit and all that.
Of course, Coach Hartson, right?
Yeah, yep. And I respectfully declined that offer. And I kind of felt that, where I wanted to go was already made up. And so, yeah, I mean, that was kind of the end of that. I went out there to Murfreesboro.
Well, that shows a lot about your character, man. You're a man of your word, man. Very few people out there like that. And it says a lot about your parents. Because you got 2 guys right here who are great. And I know you have a third one down the pike who's the pitcher, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah.
And
K's
not
a
only you
stud,
guys
man.
very talented. So I always say, too, is very be lucky and good. You guys are not only talented, but you're good people, right? You guys are smart and, man, lucked out with your parents, right? You guys won the parents' lottery.
Yes, for sure. Yes, we did. That's
a blessing, man. You don't get to pick your parents either, too. It's just all luck.
Right. Exactly. People, we'll talk about it on the podcast. We'll do it more with Chad about the luck factor. People don't appreciate how much it is. You do have to put in the hard work, but there's always an element of luck. So did you get playing time at Middle Tennessee State? That's a great experience, right? Get around the country, get around the South.
Oh, yeah. No, it was great. Yeah, being in that environment was awesome. It taught me a lot, just the different philosophies of coaching styles and just a different kind of atmosphere of people around. I think it was just great for just living and experiencing life. But yeah, so I kind of came in, and actually my first fall camp, I did very well out there. I made a few plays in live scrimmages that really got Coach Franklin fired up. Right. And he actually had named me the backup after one of the meetings. He said, I think you're my number 2 guy going in.
Right.
And then I think another scrimmage came around. I think I had made some kind of bonehead freshman mistake. I think I didn't throw the ball away out of bounds too far, and the DB almost picked it off or something like that.
Right.
But he kind of just erupted, and it was just kind of we just kind of had a disagreement. And then I came in on a meeting on Monday, and they said Chance with the scout team. So I didn't really bat an eye on it at all. I kind of just accepted that role and just try to get my guys better the whole year. And develop, and they actually let me travel to a few games. I got my first travel to go to Kentucky. I got to go see that stadium. We played the Wildcats. They had Snell. Yeah, Snell was the running back. They had a pretty good team that year. I think they were ranked 17th in the country when we played them. But yeah, that was a good experience. So I got the experience because we actually made a bowl game that year. We went to the New Orleans Bowl. We made 6-6. Yeah, we actually in Conference USA we played UAB in the championship. They got us pretty good, but yeah, we made a bowl game. We had a nice enough record. Went to the New Orleans Bowl. We played Appalachian State. Pretty cool, but they handed it to us pretty good, that one. But yeah, so then I basically put my head down and just got better in the off season. Came home to train, got better in the off season, and then I participated all through spring. They brought a junior college transfer kid in after the coach's son, who was started all the year.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah, so Coach Stockstill's son. Yeah, his son was the starter that year. So my redshirt year, and then they brought a JUCO kid in from DuPage Junior College, Asher O'Hara, he's one of my best friends. Great friend, great guy. Okay. Yeah. So we competed all spring, and it just kind of seemed like to me they were just kind of giving a nod, to him, and it just kind of seemed like I just didn't really like the fit, and I just felt like my talent. I feel like I could go somewhere bigger, maybe Power 5 conference. So.
Right.
I called my dad up and basically told him, I think that's what I want to do, and put my name in the transfer portal. And I got some Division II offers out of there. I think some schools, some Campbell University, I think FCS school.
Right.
A couple others. Weber State had some interest, but I just kind of was like, I want to just kind of go see. I want to go play football again. I want to go back to junior college. I'll go to junior college and go play football. So my dad kind of got on the phone with some junior college coaches around the area, called and kind of did some research, and luckily God pointed me to Coach McElroy at Saddleback, which that was an ultimate blessing for me.
Right. And I got an MBA and Master's of Business Science, but to keep my mind sharp, there's my student ID card at Saddleback. You see the TV at the back.
Okay.
Classes at Saddleback, yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Hey, where's Asher O'Hara at right now? He's not at Middle anymore.
He's at Sacramento State now, playing with his little brother, bro.
Oh, okay. They just got done playing Cal.
Yeah, they did. They played pretty good. He comes in for some Wildcat and some packages and stuff. He had almost 87 rushing yards and a couple touchdowns.
Nice.
Yes, I believe Chance was the offensive scout team player of the year his redshirt
Yeah.
freshman year at
No,
Middle
no.
Tennessee.
I was.
Oh,
No,
wow, that's
we had
congratulations.
some
That's
guys.
awesome.
Yeah, we had some guys. Zach Dobson. We had some guys on that scout team with me that were just. It was fun. It was a fun scout team for sure.
Nice.
And Coach Schaefer, he's a great defensive coordinator. He really let us play and develop too.
No, that's awesome. So you go from Middle Tennessee State, you go Saddleback. Great highlights there. You tear it up, and now your recruitment opens up again, right? And how was that like?
Yeah, well, that was kind of different for me because I started getting a bunch of attention like after week 1 or 2. I had all these schools. I think week 2,
You got that electric talent, man.
Yeah, but now week 2, I think I had
And I
think I had I think it was University of Massachusetts again. I think it was a different staff though. That was my first.
But they had the film. They're like, no, we got to go. We got to travel across the country to come and get this guy.
They came and saw me throw for sure. And then I think my first offer was New Mexico State University. They actually came out and they offered. Well, actually, it's cool though because 2 of my wideouts are actually starting wideouts at New Mexico State now.
Oh wow!
Isaiah Garcia Castaneda and Cole Harity, and so they actually. We all got offered the same day, and they were like trying to be like, oh, it's like a little package. And that was my first offer and stuff, so it was kind of cool though. But I kind of figured like, yeah, I think I'm gonna start getting some more answers. My coach McElroy kind of told me like, yeah, you're gonna start getting some bigger schools coming at you and stuff.
Right.
And then like I think week 4 was when I kind of got a call from or a text. I think it was from Coach Lindgren, and he said he was gonna come out into a practice and watch me throw and stuff. And so Coach Lindgren at my OC now, he was out there watching me throw and stuff. And actually UCLA was out there the same day. They brought like one of their like guys that they come in like video analysts or something. He had like a big iPad and was watching.
Coach Kelly,
yeah. And so they were watching me on there, and it was them too. And then after that was my first. I think that after that game, I think that Sunday, I got an offer, a call from Coach Smith. And they offered me a scholarship. That was my first Power 5, so I was really fired up about that one. And then so after that, I just basically a lot of schools started coming in and kind of just offering me, and it was kind of like that JUCO offer where it's like, yeah, you have an offer here,
right?
And it's like UCLA kind of came in, threw me the offer, and like USC and some schools like that, Oklahoma State, they all just
USC also.
Well, they just like kind of just gave me a little like, do we like to come here? And I just kind of said like, no. I was already kind of in the mood for going to Oregon State, so it was kind of like towards the end of recruitment, like kind of to be. I think their guy might have had decommitted or something like that, and they were just kind of trying to get another body for spring camp.
Right.
And Oklahoma State, yeah. A couple.
Well, you dodged a bullet with USC there, right? Because the big coaching change.
Yeah.
And Grant Harrell seems like he's friends with Kurt Warner. And they kind of like planned, like a planned marriage. If we're going to plan Slovis, plug them in there.
Heck yeah.
You go to Oregon State, and quarterback battles are always like any business deal, anything you're in. The quarterback battles are messy. But one thing I've noticed is that I saw you at the USC game. You were talking to who was once your competitor during fall camp, Neuer, right? And you also mentioned that you're good friends with the guy that beat you out at Middle Tennessee State. And Max Brown, he's still really good friends with Sam Darnold, beat him out #1 in the draft. So that shows a lot about your character and your, your intellect, that you're able to differentiate, battling with your teammate for a spot, and then kind of separating it, and then taking that, but still having a relationship with the other guy and really kind of understanding that a little bit. That shows a lot of maturity, man. Congratulations.
No, I appreciate that. I think in football too, that's like one thing that we kind of get caught up in. I think a lot too, in any sport too, any team sport. I think sometimes you let competition and get the best of you and stuff. Sometimes it make you not like a person for some reason. When really it's when there's really nothing like that. If you don't vibe with the person and there's nothing like that, then you shouldn't have any issue. So I think that being able to be friends off the field with everybody, no matter if it's your competitor, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's not their decision who's starting you or who,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? We have the coaches that are making those decisions. You can't be mad that a coach is making a decision not to play you. You just kind of got to look in the mirror and say, what am I doing wrong? Or what am I not doing that I could be doing that would make, the coach want to start me. So I think that's really what you got to look at the end of the day, and you can't really let that affect it. That's what I really appreciate about Asher, because he's the same way, 100%. Like, we were boys, man. We kick it all the time. I was always in his room. I was in his room just watching him play video games. He's like a stud video game player. He's an animal at Fortnite, nice. All those games. He's like a pro gamer, basically. He's dirty, but yeah.
No, that's great, because it's funny. When I beat people sometimes for a business deal, like if it's for 20 million, the client I have for 50 million, I immediately get sued. Start bringing up stuff from 1988, right? It's not even real. So to have that load of maturity, man, that is amazing. So
appreciate it.
Jibita gets hurt, man. You come in and you played lights out, right? And you got to win. You were 1 for 2 last year. So walk us through what happened. Jibita gets hurt. You come in. How was that like? Because you're now going to classes. First year at Oregon State. And man, you did great that you saw the field. Most people, right? Because we talked about this with Max Brown. Because Max Brown, some people want to say that he's a bust. It's not, man. Anybody, I would cut my left arm to be on the field and just play one play for a Power 5 school. So the fact that you got on the field, you're getting a scholarship, that lady wants to pay people off $500,000 to get their kid into USC. You're getting a scholarship. You're getting on the field. Man, you're already successful, man. You've already made it. So how's like that last year as you worked your butt off and you got on the field?
Yeah, man. Well, shoot. I mean, that was a terrible thing that happened to my boy Tristan, for sure. I wish it would have happened a different way, for sure. But I think that's just shows that you gotta always be ready for any situation. I think that was probably the craziest situation you could probably come into it as a first snap of college football on the 1 yard line to beat your rival, in that game. So that was awesome. I'm just glad, I got the snap and got in there for my guys. I mean, they worked their butt off that whole game. I was just a little small piece of that W. I didn't really do much to that one, but yeah, man.
I thought you came in because this is the big thing. I think this is the first time I saw it, right? I didn't know Shad at this point, but I saw you come in the game, and it's something I saw at Purdue, and it's something I saw in the USC game. That real leadership, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because it's the old story, right? Chad's been in the situation where you have a guy that wants to be rah. First quarterback comes in, the other guy comes in, he says, all right, guys, come on, let's go. We're gonna tear him up. We're gonna go down the field. We're gonna score a touchdown, right? And he's a redshirt freshman, and the senior lineman is like, shut the bleep up, man, and call the play.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. And that's actually one thing that I learned at junior college. That's what my junior college coach told me right when I got there. He's like, dude, these just don't know you, Chance. So you know what I'm saying? I had a guy come in here and try to do that. Yeah. And they didn't listen to him. They were going to be like, screw you, dude. Who are you? We don't know you. We don't care where you came from. Exactly, man. Exactly. That's funny.
But when you come in, it's that body language. Everybody perks up, man. That's that real leadership. They're with you every day, man. They see you in the practice field. They see that you're confident and relaxed, and they, the message resonates with them, and they have now more trust, right, to put in that extra effort because they know you're going to take care of your end. So let's bring in Chad in here. We meet. You tell us about your brother, right? I'm sending him good vibes. You know how I am, right? It's all about that research. That's all I do. But this is fun research. So your brother's in a quarterback battle for fall. I'll bite my tongue because I know the way, being a 50-year-old guy, I know the way things work, right? And sometimes they're not all about, who's the best. There are other issues involved. So that's a story for another day. So what were your thoughts and feelings as Chance was heading into this year fall camp quarterback battle, Oregon State?
Oh man, obviously that's my baby brother, man. I want the best for him. I want, I think Chance is actually, man, we're kind of different in our demeanors, me being a skill guy, and, he's got the quarterback composure in him.
Right.
When I'm competing with guys at receiver and safety, man, I don't think I don't do the best at hanging out with them. And
right.
Sometimes I let the competition get the best of me. There's no doubt. So yeah, I mean, he's
you and me both.
He's got that mentality, man, that maturity in him, to, that leadership factor. I mean, I knew it was going to be a battle. You knew that, Jibia was coming back, and he had started the last year, and that the coaches really liked him. He'd been in the offense, and, you knew Neuer was a big guy, threw a good ball, got some Pac-12 accolades last year. He had a history with Lindgren and Lindgren's style of offense. So, I knew it was going to be a tough battle for him. I thought, he was the best guy for the job. Obviously, I'm his big brother, so there's going to be some bias there. But, even keeping it real, I thought, he was going to, get it done. So, yeah, it was just, I'm proud of him. So proud of the way he was able to navigate the situation and, have a friendship with those guys and not let, get the best of him. I remember texting him going into Purdue, just like, hey man, I'm proud of you, man. I know, you worked hard for it. And I feel like you feel like you should be, deserve the starting job. And I think you do too, but, just stay ready, you're going to get your opportunity. And man, his head was just in the right place. Text me back like, man, I'm good. I'm not even stressing. I'm approaching this game like I'm the starter. Every rep, I'm taking mental reps. I'm looking at the film. I'm just going to get ready and prepare like I'm the starter every week until until I get my chance. But I'm not down on myself. I know everything's going to work out, so I think just his demeanor and spirits, in that moment of losing the battle, losing that starting job. And, I think it's easy to get down on yourself and just, just feel a little, maybe shame or just, maybe like
right.
I let my family down or stuff like that. But he didn't let any of that get to him. He trusted his abilities, he kept his faith in God. I pray over him every day, and at the end of the day, Jesus's will be done. It's, we're
right.
we're just vessels to, carry out his plans for us. And
right.
He just kept his nose clean and kept himself ready to go. And he got his opportunity and he, did it.
Yeah. And you never know in life. Sometimes what you think is the best thing for you ends up being the worst. And I remember a story from Mike Ditka. He got saved in the middle of a quarterback battle when he was head coach of the New Orleans Saints. And he had already predetermined who the starting quarterback was. So he gets saved, gives over his life to Christ. The first thing he does is he has a meeting naming the starter that had already been predetermined. They had a fake quarterback battle. So it's always been in my mind. And I'm not going to ask you that. I'm just going to tell you what was in my mind while this was all going on. And I'm talking to Chad, pulling for you, right? Sending messages to the beat writers at the beaver.com and the local paper, Oregon Live. And I asked Max Brown, because I always thought that he was the fake starter in the season, so teams wouldn't get film on Sam Darnold. And people are going to see that podcast and listen to that video. He said yes, he feels now that Clay Helton knew that Sam Darnold was going to be the starter. He was like the fake starter for the first 4 games we wouldn't get film on. So that's what I thought about the Purdue game. When you didn't start, was the coach was trying to make sure they didn't have too much film on you, but he had to put you in anyways. So you have so how did that go? Because I'm looking at it from my eyes. Your starter didn't play it as well as we would hope. You come in, and suddenly I see more spirit on the sidelines. I see people perked up. And man, your linemen work hard for you, man.
Oh, shoot, man. Shout out them boys, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Them boys they're the best in the nation, man. I don't care. I'll take them boys up against anybody.
Oh, absolutely. No, the way they played, the way they executed, they've executed more than any offensive line I've seen. And Buddy Ryan who I met on a golf course in 1989, always said that regardless of the talent that offensive lineman has, as long as they hustle, they can be good and make it into the NFL. So talk us through the Purdue game. You come in and, man, you were lights out.
Well, shoot, yeah. I mean, Coach Smith just told me on the sideline. He said, "Get ready to go." Thinking about going with you. If we don't get any points here soon. And so basically, I just, I started getting warmed up and getting my mind right, and I was excited. I knew my big brother, and he was in the stands with his friends and stuff. So I knew I was excited, man. It was a super cool atmosphere there. One of the best, the best atmosphere game I've played in. Yeah, sold out, packed. Yeah, it was awesome. So, yeah, man, that atmosphere was awesome.
Yeah, I knew your brother. So you're seeing that right now, right?
Yep.
On the TV.
Oh yeah.
So I'm watching at home, rooting for you. Get it back on here. But, yeah, and I know your brother's in the stands. So we go through the first play. So tell us, what are you seeing here?
I'm seeing just I know I got one-on-one coverage on the outside with one of my faster guys. I just I kind of just try to hold the safety, hold the guy's eyes because he's off coverage out there. The corner was off coverage, so basically what happened was I kind of tried to give him a little pump fake so he would bite on our little stutter we were doing. We kind of want to do like a little comeback and go. So I gave him a nice pump fake at the top of his route, and he really bit on it. And I wish I could have got the ball up a little sooner off the pump fake because I think we would have scored on it.
I think you did great because what I'm seeing right there, you're looking at your Mike linebacker, right? And your weak side linebacker, they have eyes on you because they're terrified you're going to take off because you got some wheels too, man. You can burn, you can get behind them, which I think makes you superstar material. You do the pump fake, bam, and your composure, man. You set up and boom, we got him.
Heck yeah, my boy Champ. Champ Fleming, yeah. So yeah, that was a big play for us too. I think that got us within a score right there on that drive.
Right.
So
then, something interesting, right? Because people talk about Slovis, right? But I'll ask you both a question. Did you see Slovis do the read option?
No, the zone read, no.
No, he did not do the zone read or any RPOs, man. This man can do some serious RPO. So again, you saw the fear in those eyes of having him run, and then boom, you read that play right. Man, and the thing about it is that your teammates are so excited about the way you play. You played great in the Purdue game. You played two subpar opponents. So what was your mindset going into the USC game?
Shoot, man, I just thought it was just a great opportunity. It was just the next game, and it was a big one to go out there. And there was a lot of hype, all week about the, 61-year drought out there at the Coliseum and us not being able to win out there and stuff. But I think our team just did a great job of just kind of silencing that all out. And I truly am a firm believer in preparation. I just think that the way we prepared all week, it's just the way you prepare leaves you it eliminates fear, in my opinion. So I think the way we prepare and just the way we know, like our line, they're preparing just like I am, and just like the tight ends are. And our coaches do a great job at just getting that into us and preparing. And so we're ready for what they throw at us. And, if they do come out and throw something different at us, we'll make the adjustments, on the fly. And we'll play football because at the end of the day, it's still football,
Yeah.
They can only play football. They can't do anything else. So
Right.
And Josh, tell me earlier in the week, about just expecting some bad calls there. It's a recruiting game in the Coliseum. They got the recruits there, and Chance was telling me that he was talking with the defense and talking with guys. I think those penalties in the first half, I really think a team could get down on themselves and maybe stop being so aggressive and kind of let something like that get away from them in such a big time game. So I think Chance, was able to get his guys, ready and get the defense and guys like, hey, we're going to get bad calls all day. We just, got to bounce back. Don't let it take away from our aggression as a DB, man. Keep being physical, keep jamming, getting hands on guys. And, they were prepared for that adversity with the call, with the refs, which, that first half was rough. You could see a team get down on themselves and let that game get away from them. But, they didn't let their aggression or their style change one bit,
Yeah.
And that was big. Chance was able to get the guys' minds ready for that type of game.
Yeah. Before we get into the highlights, I'll ask you that question because in business, right, and in life, right, the people that stay married the longest, people that make the most money are the people that have emotional intelligence. So where does that emotional intelligence, mental strength you have, Chad and Chance, where does it come from?
Shoot. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with just, our parents. And I think me as, being a middle brother, I think it comes with, I have an older brother too, that I kind of get that from. And and that's like having another kind of like another father figure to look up to when you're younger, you want to be just like your big bro. So
Right.
I think just kind of like competing with Chad and that little competitive bond I try to give to my little brother too. I think just us having all brothers. I think, I think just being able to hold your cool when your brother's, maybe, saying something to you that you don't like, and me and Chad are outside playing games in the backyard at 100 points, and in a 100-point game, there's going to be a lot of talking back and forth. And so I think just having that camaraderie, and then I think our parents just putting us in sports teams when we were younger. I think that just being always doing something. Like I was always travel baseball, travel basketball, playing football,
Right.
in that season. Yeah. So I think that for sure.
All right. Yeah, no, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Faith family football. So walk us through this play. First, a little thing about the preparation, right? Oregon State doesn't play USC until 2022. Very doubtful they'll be in the when you guys play after you guys beat Oregon and you guys are in the Pac-12 championship game. Doubt you'll see USC again. In preparation, did you guys knew that the interior defense of USC is soft? And you guys actually had an advantage. You guys proved that on the field.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So
you're laughing, right?
I give them credit. I give them boys credit. Yeah, I mean, they're good. They're a great football team. But I mean, I'll take my guys against any guys out there. So I mean, I think compared to my guys, any team in the whole country is soft.
Yeah, the way you laugh right away, we got the answer. All right, so this play is one of the things that's going to get you in the NFL, right? If a quarterback can make 3 first downs with his legs, NFL team wins 70% of the time. College is like 80. And there's right there your capability. Boom, down the lead. Look at that speed.
Yeah.
So what are you seeing in their front right now?
So I mean, basically, yeah. I just kind of we had a concept to the right. We kind of had like a little chair concept with the tight end, kind of running a little chair route when we had unders coming in, and they kind of just buzzed the flat. I probably could have worked out to my outside under, but I really just I kind of felt that end over there kind of cave in and kind of take the wrong. He kind of came in and tried to go inside of my tackle, and I just kind of felt that side cave, and I just kind of felt nobody out there. And so once I see that, I just hit it, take off.
Yeah, Davis Mills can do that. Yeah, you can see that guy coming in. Yeah, boom. You feel it. Bam, you're gone. So you can't teach that weakness, that quickness, I mean, and then boom, ball security that we didn't see. All right, let's get the other one up here.
Yeah, I could be a little better with that ball security when I'm out in traffic for sure.
2 hands.
Yeah.
That's the same play. Let's see, get the other guy. So this is first touchdown. Zoom in a little bit. That you got that quick release, and then you got that instinct, man. You can feel 49 coming up on you, and boom, with that quick release, bam, you got it in there.
Yeah. Well, that was a great play call too by our OC, man. Really, great route by number 2. He ran that through route, kind of took the corner and the safety just totally out of there. We were able to sneak that tight end up the sideline off that nice wide zone play action, which was efficient all game for us. So I mean, that was kind of.
Was I reading that right? Where In my opinion, what do I know? But it seems like you guys were pounding him so much that set up good play calls for your offensive coordinator.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think anytime in a football game when you can establish a run game like that, I
Right.
mean, I think it gets a lot easier just for everybody. I think quarterback is easier. I think we're able to, our play action game is working so good. Our Nancy, our rollout game, that they don't know what to do because we're running so much wide zone at them, and they got to be ready for it. So I think, and then the way we can come back and run the inside zone, the duo plays. I think our versatility up front and being able to run all those pro, style run plays really just makes the defenses stress a lot.
So that's that play, right? Damn, that quick release. Boom, got the guy in the corner.
Yeah. With Tyjon. We ran a great route on that corner route. That play was all film study.
Okay.
At 21, you guys are going after him, huh?
Oh, we just knew that look right there. That we literally, San Jose State had the exact same look. They were in the exact same concept, that same concept and everything. I just knew I had it. I just knew I had to stay in there and deliver that one.
So you executed better than Starkle on that, but so we got that one. And then here we go. Let's turn back there. All right. So what are you seeing pre-snap?
Oh shoot! I'm basically seeing. We had just 4 verts on calls, and basically all I'm seeing is I got matchups. I got one-on-ones on the outside with a post safety.
Got it.
And I like Zero in that situation. That's my boy, Sean. I thought he was gonna cook him. I just tried to hold the safety for a split second and get the ball up and down.
Damn.
That's what I did. I kind of
the
held
accuracy
the safety
too. You got the quick release, the accuracy, the quickness getting out of the pocket, and then in the NFL you give this was nights out. That's when that's all she wrote, right? That was when you guys were 21-17, and then you got them out. And see, and I'll tell this story, right? We get it here. Second, this is 1992 Florida State. Charlie Ward, Heisman Trophy winner. That's when I met him in the dorms. William Floyd, they're playing Louisville. Louisville coach was a Hall of Fame guy named Howard Schnellenberger. Okay. And Howard Schnellenberger was at halftime, not at halftime, it was before the game. So I sneak into Louisville locker room. And you know how it is. Well, the way they were, you can tell me if Oregon State's like this. Everybody at halftime, everybody talks about halftime adjustments, but everybody's with their position group, right? They're talking to their position group coach. Exactly. They had a big clock and they hit like 20 seconds. Howard Snellenberg, he used to wear a suit, gets to the front, and immediately everybody turned around. You could hear a pin drop. Boom, everybody turned around, 25 seconds. He goes, listen, those boys at Florida State were given scholarships. You here at Louisville, you have to work for your scholarship. So if there's a fight with people who have to work for something versus people who are given something, who's going to win? I saw a lot of that. A lot of that. You know, Slovis was given his position at quarterback. You had to work for your position at Oregon State, and man, you outplayed him. What a story is that, man! Congratulations.
I appreciate you, man.
So this is when, this is what I thought was lights out because of mental toughness, right? Saddleback College, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, quarterback battle of camp. But nobody's giving you anything. You're up on them. You guys are beating up the interior of the offensive line. You're even seeing your guy right there in the middle of the screen right there, pushing back that USC guy, right? Sitting you a nice pocket. You're a smart guy, fast thinker. You know exactly where to go with the ball. So let us know what happened on that play. Pre-snap.
Yeah, well, so basically, I just saw they kind of were running like some kind of zone quarters coverage with a little too high safety look.
Okay.
And I knew we kind of had like an inside fade to the left side of the field, a little inside fade concept. So basically, I knew that was going to take that safety out of the way. And I just knew that if Tyjon could run a great route, and get kind of under the Sam over the mic and kind of hook it in that window, I'd have a throw. And so basically it was great. It was just that was all on the O-line, just giving me enough time to just deliver that ball. I mean, I had to slide a little left and deliver that throw, but I mean, it was just a great job by the O-line, giving me time, and I just knew I had that route coming across the middle. And Tyjon had a great route, great hands, and stuck it, and we got in there. That was a big one for us.
No, and this is interesting right here because I'm doing an arena coach by the name of Timmy Markham. It's actually friends with John Gruden. When John Gruden's already fired, he had an offense. He had an office, this place called Channelside, where the Lightning played, and he used to have guys like Chip Kelly come in and sit there and talk offense all the time. So Gruden looking at this is going to say, okay, this guy Chance gives me 2 chances, because the way Gruden does it, he'll try to set the blocking scheme to open up a window for you to throw. Well, you're 6'2", man, and you have a quick release. You can throw over the offensive lineman too if you want to, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So where your release point is. All right. So there we go. And boom, lights out. 28-17, 2-possession game. Is this where USC you kind of felt they were quitting a little bit on, or just tired? As you guys go ahead and then beat up on them with Coletta.
Well, yeah, that next drive, I think that next drive really solidified the game. I think we ran the ball every single snap, and we just went right down the field. And I think that one, we going up 35-17, was really the kind of the one that just kind of took their heart away.
Life out of them.
Yeah.
Sure. That's awesome. So now, congratulations, man. You've done a lot. You got a lot on film. I know a lot of NFL scouts are salivating. I got some scouts that follow me. They'll see this. Put Max Brown on there because I'll put his podcast next to yours. Very interesting. He was ranting and raving about you a lot. So now it's on to Washington, right?
Yeah.
What's your major in school?
Kinesiology.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
you're and your brother get. I mean, the strength and conditioning coach at Alabama makes $1.2 million. So the future is bright. You guys need to be wearing sunglasses over there because the future is bright everywhere you go. You got life after football already set up.
So appreciate you, man.
No, and the thing is that in my line of work, right, handle people's finances. You have to say the truth, right?
Yeah.
Life isn't always what we hope it comes out to. So you always say the truth. At least we do. And if somebody isn't good, I'll be like, man, you need to focus on your academics, man, and take advantage of the scholarship because there's no way you're making it. With you, that's not the case. With you, I can say what I'm saying, man. And, people that I've seen, the Tommy Carters, William Floyd, all these people that I've seen, man, you're right there as far as quickness, talent, and what I've heard throughout the years. So you're doing good in school, so it's good academics. Want to see you on the Pac-12 academic team. So now it's on to Washington, a team you guys had a lot of success with last year, and you guys go into this game a lot more confident than I think the Huskies are. And Riser Stadium is going to be rocking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Students are back on campus. Yeah, we're hoping that it's going to be a sellout. Yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of people in the stands. I think that's going to give some struggles for them too offensively. I think our crowd is going to get pretty loud out there, man.
I'll be there.
Yeah. I have some family out there supporting me, man. But we've already been preparing for them since Sunday, since we got back. I've already been watching some film. Kind of been watching the first couple of games already. And they got some talented guys over there on defense though, for sure. It's gonna be a fight. They got some big boys up front. They got some good DBs. I can run around. It's gonna be a good fight, man. That's all I can say. I'm excited for it though. It's another opportunity for us to, kind of make a statement in the Pac-12. So
Absolutely.
I think all the guys are kind of just ready and excited, man. We're just to get after it and get another one under our belt for sure.
Oh, awesome. Well, congratulations. And we'll close. Thank you for your time, man. Love it.
Oh, no, yeah. Pleasure's all mine, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, and before I hit him with Winston Churchill, Chad's gonna hit us with a Bible verse because I know you guys are a family of faith.
Yes, sir.
My dad's 87, man. There's still 200 people that come see him every Sunday.
Heck yeah.
It's all about good people and having each other's back. Hopefully I'll see you in Tempe.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. All right. So the verse we'll end this podcast with will be Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Right. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. I just think that's a great verse because sometimes it's just we got so much anxiety and we're trying to control so much and we're wondering why things aren't going our way and we're trying to figure it out for it's just like a lot of stuff and new endeavors in my life and stuff I got going on. And I just, need to trust with all my heart in the Lord that he's got the best plan for me and my brother and my family, not lean on my own understanding. And sometimes, we can't understand, why I didn't win the starting job. Why didn't I get that business deal? Why isn't it going my way? Just don't try to break it down for yourself. Don't lean on your own understanding, but put your faith, and your trust in the Lord and just know that your time's coming, your opportunity's gonna come, and that it's gonna come back. So that's what we'll end it with tonight.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's faith. And higher level thinking is long-term thinking, and you always get 10 times back what you give. So that's why Winston Churchill said, you make a living from your labor, but you make a life from what you give. Thank you for listening to Faith, Family, and Football, man. Great podcast.